Howdy, folks. This is the Patriotic Christian Cowboy coming at you again. Today I'm going to talk about something rather personal. Y'all may have noticed if you saw my wintertime videos, I had on a black hat with a red bandana around it and a little pin right up there. That little pin was a golden armadillo. You'll notice on my summer hat I don't wear the armadillo, but I do have the red trim, not the red bandana. Well, some folks may wonder, because there ain't a lot of cowboys that wear that. And some of y'all may wonder why. Well, I'll tell you why. Back when I was in high school, there was a group of us that were known as the Armadillos. Now, when I was in high school, they had just started doing this thing called integration to counteract segregation. Now, what that means for those of you young'uns that don't know, at one time, if you was white, you went to a school with white kids. If you was black, you went to a school with black kids. And then they decided that that wasn't good. And they were right, it wasn't. Because if you cut a white man, he gonna bleed red. If you cut a black man, he gonna bleed red. Well, nowadays we're getting back to the segregated things. Black folks are starting to want to do their thing, and white folks their thing. And the thing is, we all need to be doing the American thing, working together to make this country great. And those who are Christians, we've got a double responsibility to work with each other regardless of race. Well, anyway, getting back to the hat thing. The red had no bearing on Republican. What it represented was blood of honor, because the Armadillos were all about honor. And we were a bunch of rodeo cowboys, ranch cowboys, that all got together for one purpose: to keep alive the values that have made America great. Well, the Armadillos, we started at one high school. The original guys all wore the gold armadillo pins. The next generation, we made them wear a pewter pin, and every generation after that was pewter. Reason being that the original 13 of us, well, let's just say that we formed it, we lived it, we loved it. A lot of those original members are no longer with us. They've all gone on to heaven. Well, most of them. There's a few of them that may not have made it, but I'm not telling where the high school was, because some of the things about the Armadillos, well, let's just say that we kind of keep it classified. But I've been thinking lately that it might be kind of fun to resurrect the Armadillos. To band together a group of men and women, kind of like this 3%er outfit. Well, now the 3%ers, they're all about patriotism. They're all about their oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. And that's all fine and good. But the Armadillos had another code that we lived, the code of the West. And like the 3%ers, the code of the West has no expiration date. In fact, the code of the West is something that you live from the day you're born till the day you die. And you know what? Some of y'all probably live it without even knowing it. I want those of you who don't know about the Code of the West, I want you to go back and listen to my video called The Code of the West. For the rest of you if you think you've got what it takes to be an armadillo, you can drop me a email. T period K period Paris 61 at gmail.com. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the armadillos and what we stood for. Because to me, remembering your heritage is important. I'm still suffering some effects from that stroke. It's been a couple of months ago, but there's still things that I have trouble with because of it. Now, you'll notice today that I'm wearing a white shirt. Our red bandana around the winter hat and the red trim on the summer hat went with the white shirt and blue jeans, thus making the colors red, white, and blue. Just like that beautiful flag you can see in the background there. Red, white, and blue. Now, there's a whole lot of people that disrespecting that flag nowadays. And being as how I'm about the last of the original armadillos, if the armadillos do come back alive, because I don't even know if we've got any of the pewter badge dillos left around. Because when we were around, things were just starting with the desegregation. And nowadays, people are pushing back towards segregation. The black folks, they don't want anything to do with the white folks. And a lot of the white folks, they don't want anything to do with the black folks. So they're kind of breaking off into the little camps. Folks, let me tell you something. There was a very wise man by the name of Dr. Martin Luther King. And he spoke on it. He said that he hoped for a day when a man would be judged by the content of his heart, not the color of his skin. Well, you know something? That's always been the cowboy way. I don't care if you're white, black, Mexican, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, Pekingese. And yes, I know there's no such thing as a people called Pekingese. I was just doing a little picking. But anyway, I don't care what color you are, what nationality you are, or anything. If you live up to a code of honor, like John Wayne said, a man's got to have a code that he can live by. And a man who won't stand up for what he believes, well, he just ain't much of a man. And you ladies, y'all are welcome to the armadillos too. Because there's a lot of ladies that have some real good qualities to them. Notice I said ladies. If you're one of them type that sends out a message that says, hi, I saw your profile. You're cute. Let's get together. Don't even bother applying. Because I guarantee you won't get beyond the screening stage. Yes, I did say screening because the original armadillos were real selective about who we took in. They had to be living examples of the code of the West. And I'll check your Facebook page. I'll check your MeWe page. And if I like what I see, you'll probably make the grade. And then we'll talk about the symbols. There are a few other symbols that I hadn't mentioned yet. But that's things for those that are really interested. For the rest of you, well, hopefully this little intro will get you to thinking. There's three things that matter. Number one is God. Number two is patriotism. And number three is loyalty. Courage, loyalty, and liberty are our bylect words. So, as y'all notice, I am outside today. That's because I wanted to have the hat on when I was talking about it. However, the temperature out here is quite warm. I'm going back in. I'm going to shut this video down. I've been trying to decide whether it's better to go with a simple cowboy blessing or with the yeehaw. The cowboy blessing I've used a few times. May your horse never stumble. May your cinch never break. And may your belly never grumble. And may your heart never ache. This is the PC Cowboy, signing off.